Okay, today I'm coming at you with a quick review on the 3 purse organizers that I have from Bling. I was actually going to wait until like next week or so to do it, but I've had several people asking about them, so I just thought I'll just go ahead and do it now. So, my very first purchase from Louis Vuitton was a Speedy 35 in the monogram canvas. I did not actually order the purse organizer right away because I didn't realize how important it was going to be for this bag. Because you probably heard, if you're a Speedy owner, then you know it's a black hole up in there, y'all. You can't find nothing, you can't see nothing, okay? It's really annoying. So I started getting on YouTube, figuring out like what I could do to fix it, and started reading about base shapers and, you know, organizers and all that. Before then, I never really even knew about purse organizers and never really had a need for one, whatever. So, linked on to Bling, and my first purchase was this one, which was, it's kind of a boxy shape. Not real, it's not real sturdy, honestly. I mean, it does have a little bit of, you know, what am I trying to say, stiffness to it, but not a lot. I mean, I would say, okay, you know how some of them are made with felt? I would not be surprised if there was like a piece of felt or something in between, you know, that's what this fabric, because the outside fabric is really soft and I like it. But yeah, so it's not real stiff. It's not a base shaper. This is really thin. Listen. So you can tell even by looking at it. It's not a base shaper. You can even, can you see me? But yeah, what I liked about this one, and the reason that I chose it, is because I wanted the main compartment to be open. I still wanted to have an organizer, but I just wanted pockets around the side. And that's what this one had. So it's got these pockets on this side, and then it had these, you know, pockets over here on this side. There's several, there's like 2 layers, you know, on the back and then on the front, on both sides. See? And I also liked, oh yeah, you know, my favorite pocket, here's my favorite pockets right here, where you can just put pins. I like to have 2 pins, easily accessible in my organizer. So that's just the perfect size for pins. It does have a little D-ring. Well, it's not a D-ring, but a little snap thing to put your keys on if you wanted to. I never used this because obviously my Speedy had a D-ring. I also like the fact that it had this elastic on the end because I always carry around a water bottle and I just like to be able to have that in there. So, as you can see in reference to how tall the Speedy is, it's almost as tall. I mean, it's pretty much, you know, like right here. And when I had this in there, the only thing that I noticed that I didn't really care for, it fits in there nicely, by the way, but the only thing that I noticed about it was that it seemed to kind of shift a little bit like this, you know, like the side would kind of go up like that a little bit, and that would get kind of annoying. I don't know, maybe it's just the way the balance, the way I had stuff in my bag, I don't know, but that was the only thing that I found that was kind of annoying about it, is that it tends to just kind of shift. And I think it's because the material on it is so dang soft that it just is kind of loosey-goosey in there, sort of. So, anyway. But, yeah, really, overall, I don't have any complaints about it. Oh, has these snaps on the end, so if you wanted to have it tightened, like maybe if you had like a tote bag and you wanted it to fit in there, you could do that. But for the Speedy, you really just want it open. I didn't have any issues with this, so I like it. Okay. The next one that I bought was when I got my 40, yeah, for this big girl right here. So, you thought the 35 was a black hole? Oh no, y'all. The 40 is a big black hole. So, it was definitely a must. So, when I got the 40, I bought, I don't know if y'all saw my reveal, but I got this big old bad boy, and it is, what is this? The Extra Jumbo Purse to Go Pockets Plus. So, not only does it have pockets on the inside, let me take all this stuff out. Not only does it have pockets on the inside, like around, like I told you, has them all around the sides. Even on this side. There's no elastic, but there is literally a pocket all the way around, including my beloved pin pocket right here, y'all. And it also has pockets all around the outside. Okay, the reason why I thought this was cool is because there's some items that I like to carry, but I don't necessarily need to get to all the time. But if you put everything in the main compartment, well, you're taking up all the room. And there's definitely still, you know, some room on the outside. So like on my outside pockets, I have my mini pochette. I keep that on the outside because I don't have to get to that all the time. I have my little, what do you call it, tissue holder. It's not real big, but it's still poofy enough that it kind of takes up extra space if I put it on the inside pocket. So I keep that on the outside pocket. And I actually don't use every single pocket, honestly, on the outside. And then I keep this little notebook on the outside. And I think that's it. I think sometimes I'll put gum. I got my little table hanger, you know, for when I go to the restaurant and there ain't an extra chair for my baby. I got it taken care of right here, y'all. I just open this thing and boom, there she is right there next to me, hanging safely. I stick that in here. Okay. And then on the inside pockets, I keep my wallet in one of the big pockets. And then, of course, my receipts over here. And then, yeah. Same thing, though. It's not a base shaper. So it's super thin on the bottom. So it's not going to give that flat, you know, tabletop bottom to your bag. Fits great inside. Oh, and it, okay, is a lot stiffer than, should have kept this out. It's actually a lot stiffer than this little brown one. So I don't even know, you probably can't tell, but see how this is just kind of flimsy sort of? Okay, this one is a lot stiffer. Now there's a different material in here that makes it stiffer. And so the reason why that is helpful is because it keeps your Speedy from doing this. See? I mean, this is a newer Speedy, and it's still gonna. This is what I'm realizing. I thought just the older bags would get floppy. No, this is 6 months old. It's floppy. She floppy, y'all. But it's because these handles, you know, they're so heavy. She is floppy. So this is important. The sturdiness of this one is important because it helps hold up the sides. See? Now she ain't floppy no more, y'all. Look at her. She just standing tall, standing pretty. Look at that. Okay, fits. It's actually not that snug. There's still some room. Like I keep my calendar on the outside, and there is still plenty of room. I wish you could see better, but it does fit in here. But there's still plenty of room. It's definitely not a super snug fit. But it's just enough, you know, organization in there, whatever. Okay, so then, as y'all saw my reveal on the Speedy 35 Epi, I got this one, which is actually the same size as the one I just showed you, except that it is not a Pockets Plus. So it only has pockets on the inside. Well, around the walls. That's it. There's no pockets on the outside. So it's the same exact size, but it's just no pockets. Same thing, bottom is thinner. It's not a base shaper. But again, this, even though it's the same size as this one, and this one fits in my 40, it also fits wonderful. I'm going to put it in my monogram so maybe you can see it better because it blends in with the Epi. You can't see it. But this is like, oh, this is like heaven. This is like a perfect, oh, wonderful. It's just like it's like a glove, y'all. Fits just like a glove. Look at that. See? Look at that. You don't see any room. That's not tight. It's not tight. It's a nice fit, y'all. Not too tight. Not too loosey-goosey. Look at that. Okay? But I always keep my calendar. Where'd that dang calendar go? I always keep that calendar on the outside. I don't put it inside the organizer. So I can still put it in between the organizer and the bag. And, I mean, it's fine. But what I like about this is it goes up higher. You know, like I showed you. It goes up higher than this one. See, like, see how it's taller? Because it's taller, it helps keep the shape, helps keep the dome shape. That's what I like about this one. If I had known it was going to be such a great fit, I would have, well, actually, I can just use this one for my 35. Honestly, I'm probably not going to use this one much, really, because I definitely like these two other ones better. The pockets and or without pockets and the Pockets Plus. So, yeah, this is like a great fit. Goes up higher, so it helps with the dome. You already saw what happens in the 40 when you don't have it in there. Again, loosey-goosey. And then standing at attention, y'all. Look at her. Hi! Look at that. But it would be nice, honestly, if this organizer was a little bit bigger and fit much like the it does in the 35, because man, I love the way it fits in the 35. I just, nice and snug all the way up, helps keep this. It's still, I mean, this is still a little loosey-goosey, you know, but again, I mean, it's fine. You still have plenty of room in here. You could throw a sweater on the side. You could throw a book. My water bottle, since it doesn't have that little elastic thing, I don't really, you know, I just keep it on the side. I just throw it on the side. And I actually do keep, I got my spoon, y'all. Y'all know I always be carrying my spoon. This is the base shaper. Literally, the base shaper. That's right. So, here you go. That's what you get. All of these came from Purse Bling. And like I told you, when I contacted, when I just, on a whim, just, you know, with no expectations, I reached out to her and told her about the group, how many people there were, and asked if she would give us a discount code. She agreed. The 10% off code is LVOE. That's love for all you Louis Vuitton folks. Okay? Now y'all go get yourself an organizer and stay away from the black hole, hey? Or you can't even get in that black hole. You can't find nothing up in this black hole. Okay? Bye!